This is a short presentation on how to use a green screen in iMovie to create professional looking videos. This is the procedure we use in the Quest program to create the Butler News at Butler Middle School, which is our daily announcements that appear in the form of a newscast each day. So let's start by looking at our green room. Our green room looks like a pretty fancy setup, but it's really pretty simple. Against the far wall, you can see that we have a large green sheet which acts as our green screen. That could also be if the wall was painted green or blue, that could work, as long as it's a flat surface that is a solid green or a solid blue color. We then have a desk for our anchors. We have a light to help with getting rid of shadows. We have a tripod for the iPad that sits on there. We record all of this on the iPad, which makes it really easy. And then we have a few chairs there set up to have our directors or our producers sitting in. On the flip side, you can see we have an iMac in our green room that helps with the final production of the news. So basically how it works is the students set up in front of the green screen, and we do have some microphones that we attach to the iPad, and I'll include a picture of that later on, that they're lapel mics that allow for the sound quality to be improved a little bit because the sound quality on the iPad isn't the greatest. And so they set up behind the desk there with their lapel mics hooked up to the iPad, and then we just open up the camera on the iPad and the producer counts it down 3, 2, 1 and clicks go. The students then read off of a Google Doc that has the news announcements on there. And when they are finished recording, they press stop. So the recording process is very simple. What happens next is the iPad is then taken over to the Mac and is hooked up to the Mac using the power cord, and the photos are imported into iPhoto. You could set this up with iCloud, but it works a lot easier with a direct connect. The photos or the videos are then taken into iPhoto, where they are named Butler News and then the date for ease of access. So then they have been taken from the iPad into iPhoto. Then the photos or the videos are deleted on the iPad to keep the memory. We then use the program iMovie. So we open up iMovie and select one of the templates to create a new movie. And we are able to then bring in the videos into iMovie and use the technology in iMovie to add a green screen effect. So how that works is first we would drag a photo down into the timeline here. So we figure out what picture we want in the background and we bring that in and we set it there. We then drag and pull in the filmed green screen clip up on top. Okay? Once that is brought in, we click on the enhance or the adjust button up on top, and a toolbar is going to drop down, which allows us to select a green or blue screen option. And then it's pretty simple. The image that we put down on the toolbar first then shows up on the green screen, and you are allowed to crop the video so that there is no white walls or anything else showing, and you have a pretty professional looking scene there. From there, once our video is finished, we upload it to YouTube, to our class YouTube channel, so it is published there for everyone to see as their morning announcements. So you can see it's really rather simple. It starts with filming in front of the green screen. We then bring it onto the Mac. We use iPhoto to store the videos. We then bring them into iMovie. We place the background first, and then we drag the movie on top of that. We use the toolbars to crop down the image so just the green screen is showing, and then we select the green blue screen option, and we are able to then have a green screen effect on there. You can also get fancy by adding in titles to pop up on the screen if you want different text to show up, such as email addresses or important dates. You could use sound effects if you wanted to bring those into the news. We also use some music, so we have an entrance music at the beginning and then also at the end, which kind of helps with the fade in and the fade out. So that's our complicated green screen to professional movie looking, and then we'll end with a short little glimpse at how some of our productions look in the Butler News.
Good morning, Butler, and welcome to Butler News. I'm Ryan Galbari.
And I'm Mohammed Sadir. Today is Thursday, January 22nd, and it is a B-Day.
Now for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This is the breakfast, lunch.
So that is our presentation on how to use simple green screen technology to create some student-driven movies.